There you are again, John Augustine back again. So let's talk. It's always good to talk, isn't it? What kind of a day did you have yourselves? I had a grand day today, thanks be to God. Um, I was I got post this morning. I got all my Catholic Voice magazines that I couldn't get in the local shop where I get my Irish Catholic and the Catholic Voice, and I didn't have. Uh, I called, would say, and I expected one on um, the in April and the 15th or 16th of April. There should have been one due, and then another one on the 1st of May, and they didn't have either. And a matter of fact, I got another replay of the one at the 4th of April, which I'd already got, and I gave it to a friend because I keep the one I have to some information that I want to sort of refer to in a video in due course. And but I got had to go direct and get them delivered, and I got them this morning. And I got a few extra ones, and I had a caller there, the lady that was very good at coming every fortnight, but she got a full time job in a nursing home in Cavan, Kathleen. And she have a call. She was off today, and she said, "You're looking shocking well." And I say, "You're a bit thinner looking. You must be." She's working hard. And she used to be in at 8 o'clock and finish at 4:30, but that means she has to be up about 6 in the morning. So, like, it's hard going, isn't it? And then drive up there and then drive back home. So she's off today, and she paid me a visit, and had a grand chat. And then my cousin Anthony paid a visit, and he had a good chat, and he told me about his son who was studying for a PhD there, and he's finished of it, and he was interviewed there. I think he said last week, I think, by these four people, a visiting lecturer, professor, or something, and then I think three local ones, and he was it's a kind of like for them they find they criticize aspects of what he might have done for his PhD, and he has to be able to withstand it. And he his father Anthony, that's my first cousin, brought him to this to the to get the bus in Kells. There's a bus goes to the institute in Dundalk, so he went at 7 o'clock. So like it's up early, and when you're up there early to go. So he was interviewed by these four people for 2.5 hours, and he thought he was going to finish at one time, but they continued on, and he was. Then they told him to retire, and he did. And then in 10 minutes, they called him in and congratulated him, called him doctor. He has passed. So he'll be getting his the gown and official documents and all in October. But he's already qualified in a PhD, which is a great thing for the person who was a secondary school teacher, and he's retired. And he's reaching up on his wife. She's working in the HSC in Navan, and she's nice hours, but I think she's in at 8, so he's up at Cockcrow lighting fires and all the rest of it. He's very good. And so it's great to hear that the son has done that, and he's told some people, and it's got around, and he's not keeping it quiet. And it'll be when he gets his gown and that, and his picture will be in the local Meath Chronicle and perhaps in other papers too. So it's great for that to happen. And his daughter, um, his daughter, Wendy, she's doing a PhD. She was going to be doing a Limerick, which was a bit awkward because she was expected to go down. She'd be doing a lot on the internet, but now she's been accepted in Dundalk for a PhD. So, which is great. So they'll be able to go from here to Dundalk. And I think my cousin is getting him a car, an electric one that he's going to purchase, and they'll be using between them. He has an electric car, so He's another one, and it's only a year older than his one. Is in 2016, but this one has more going for it. So they'll be swapping around, it'll be able to take the two of them to Dundalk, where they have to go from time to time. And now that Anthony is, or his son Luke is now PhD, a doctor, and so he'll be getting it in October, and so it'll be a bit of a celebration for that, and which is great. And now as young Wendy will be doing it there for the next few years, which is much handier. She can be at home, because otherwise Limerick would be very costly, having to pay fees and all the rest of it. They'll still have to pay in Dundalk, but at least she'll be living at home, so they won't have that expense. So it's all good news in some ways, isn't it? So there you are. I hope I find you well. So that's the bit of news that I have. And I hope you have a bit of news, good news, and so on and so forth. Bye now. And I'll be doing evening prayer to our Blessed Mother after this. Hang up the boots then.